Resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Time now for the second of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend. And off we go on this Saturday night. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Willis. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big gainer for Green Bay. 33 yards. Hurts to the air on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Packers.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Green Bay. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back. Look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. To throw, here's Willis. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Willis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Now he takes off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage only a couple. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll take a shot for Watson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You can see the returner. He starts peeking at that coverage unit. He feels that pressure bearing down on them. And unfortunately for him, I think when he takes his eyes off to see who's coming down to tackle him, he fails to secure the ball. And they're going to pay the ultimate price now. He's going to put his...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. And this one is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They send a receiver in motion left. Willis now to throw. Open receiver is Bo Melton. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Brown. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. To throw is Willis. Taking off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Throwing, Willis. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
On the ground, it's Brown. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Saints 1st down. So after one, here on Super Wildcard Weekend, it's the Packers on top. More from New Orleans after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Brown. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Throwing is Willis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
A gain of 15 yards brings up fourth down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Back at the 3 yard line. Third and goal. Willis. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Dobbs headed in motion. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. Oh, big hole, left side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay. Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the 2nd half.
That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. And he's into the end zone. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. That one good for 29.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts going to keep it on the option. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Remain here in this 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is
in trouble, and down he goes.
defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Saints going to use their second timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good. And the Packers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he covers some ground on the return as well, out of bounds, past the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A 1st down throw for Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he will score. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. Grupe able to add the extra point. And the Packers stretch things out even further. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing, Willis. He's going to look downfield once again. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup, as we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC Wild Card game.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The break the huddle coming up now for first and 10. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for six.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. To the end zone, it's intercepted.
That decision to go for two was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for two. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On first and 10, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
Here's a designed run. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This one deep, And looking for Melton. And that is incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
To throw, here's Willis. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Hurts. He'll take a shot for Watson. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. The man in motion is Watson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. In motion, Reed. To throw on second down is Hurts. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Willis to throw. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Willis now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Willis now to throw. You'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On second down, they'll run. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Here's Willis. And he's going to have the Saints first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing is Willis. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Willis. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Off the play fake. Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
The man in motion is Watson. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At the 48-yard line.
To throw is Willis. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. They send the tight end in motion. On second down, they run the counter. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A pass taken in by Watson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
That's going to be caught. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Packers set to kick this one away. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. Now he'll run. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Hovering very strong defensively. It's second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is brought in. He is in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Makes the score Packers 44, Saints 27.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Willis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Willis. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. this has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to floor. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.